If you're in this truth, you are not supposed to be celebrating birthdays. Double honor to the head elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Joachim throughout the world. Just want to do this quick hit, for those that are, newer to, the faith here, okay, and the truth of the scriptures, okay. Because coming up in this world, in this society, all right, regardless of your walk of life, your so-called Black, Latino, Native American, or your seed line, or your family, your father's side, on your father's side, go back to any one of those so-called nationalities or so-called ethnicities, so-called Black, Latino, Native American, so-called Mexican. All right, you have been brought up in the world to celebrate what you call your birthday. And there's somebody today, and there's going to be somebody tomorrow, somebody next month, somebody this month, somebody next month, all throughout the year. All right, there's people born that have so-called birthdays every day, which shows that's not that's not anything special, and it's nothing to be particularly celebrated. And I'll get the scripture in Job, how Job felt about his so-called day of birth. All right, so the pagan origins of birthday customs, right? Okay, the fertility goddess Artemis of the Ephesians. Artemis is also the sun and moon goddess of the Greeks and Ephesians. Hence, what? Idolatry, idol worship, okay? So if you're celebrating birthdays, your birthday, your mom's, your father's, your sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, cousins, this is what you're partaking in. Now, it's unbeknownst to you, but this is the true fact of the matter. Everything has an origin. All right, birthdays are celebrations of self-worship, man. All right, it says that the Pharaoh of Egypt, he was celebrating his birthday. And we know that the Egyptians, they were heavy into idolatry. All right, they had different gods for like every day of the week or something like that. All right, and it's no different than the Greeks and the Romans, because they all adopted the same ideologies and the same different ancient gods or idols that were of those kingdoms, be it Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome, okay? So, you're not supposed to be celebrating no dang birthdays, man. That's not according to the scriptures. It's actually going off, okay? Notice the circular disc on her back side, Acts 19:34. History of the birthday cake can be traced back to the ancient Greeks, who made round or moon-shaped honey cakes or bread and took it to the temple of Artemis, the goddess of moon. They even placed candles on the cake to make the cake glow like the moon. Okay, so that's where the whole lighting of the candles and everything goes back to. Okay, now, granted, all right, not to be over righteous or anything, if you have family that you still deal with for whatever reason, in the world, and they want to buy your son or daughter or your, close relative a cake, whatever, we being in this truth, understand that we have certain circumstances that we just have to let it be. But in our heart of hearts, we're not worshiping, we're not doing anything of this nature. All right, people want to make a cake. You can make a cake any day of the year. You don't have to make it on your so-called birthday to celebrate your birthday. Now, let me get that scripture. Let me see. I mentioned Pharaoh, all right, in the birthday. So let me get that, and then, Lord willing, I'll get the one in. It was Pharaoh, or it might have been Herod. Let me see, but let's check out Pharaoh. Okay. Doesn't say it like that, so let's just go to birthday. Right, see? Come. All right, so let's read these. Genesis 40 and 20. It says, and it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. See that? So was the Pharaoh righteous, or was he an idol worshiper? All right. He even admitted it when the 10 plagues came. All right. It was one of the plagues, one of the latter plagues that he said, look, me and my people are wicked, Moses, get on up out of here. But then, the Lord hardened his heart again. Then we got Matthew 14 and 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before him and pleased Herod. See that? These are not Israelite customs. Mark 6 and 21. And when a convenient day was come that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains and chief estates of Galilee. See that? So look, birthdays go back to the heathens. Birthdays are a form of idol worship. Like I said earlier, and I made the point, every day is somebody's so-called birthday. Today, as we speak, somebody was born on this day. Just like tomorrow and the day after that. There's somebody that's born. Everybody on the earth has one particular day that they were born in this particular calendar, be it January all the way to December. Okay? So there's nothing special about that. And you're not to be celebrating birthday, your so-called birthday. It's pagan. All right? It has nothing to do with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And I'm not getting the one in Job. I know he said something to the effect of cursed, day of birth. Curse the day. Let's see what comes up there. Right. Yeah, this is it right here. Job chapter 3, verse 1 on down. All right. It says, and this opened Job his mouth. After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not the Most High regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. That's what he's saying, man. Look, man, coming to this earth, we're born into hell. We're born, and we're shaping in iniquity. We're just gonna be, the day of our birth is not to be celebrated like, it's something that's particularly special. All right. And King Solomon said the same thing, regarding to, the days, all this vanity and vexation of spirit. Because when you're on this earth, you're gonna be catching hell, man. All right. Until, the redemption of Yahweh Shai, all right, comes. But see that? Let's keep going. Let darkness, Job goes in, man. All right. Showing us why, how birthdays are off, man. And I already showed you where the origins of it go back to. All right. Pharaoh in Egypt, Artemis, of Greece, all of that stuff, man. It's all paganistic. So it says, let darkness and the shadow of death stain it, and let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. And what do? They sing you happy birthday, and ain't no happy birthdays, man. All right, not while we're in this hell. And we're not going to be celebrating the days that because honestly, the calendar is all jacked up anyway. God really knows, the Most High really knows when exactly, what month, according to the Hebrew calendar, what day we were born, and it's not to be celebrated. It's just the day that we came from the spirit, that the Lord, brought us out of the womb of our mothers. And we know what the 14th chapter says, man. 14th chapter, Job 14:1 says, man that is born of woman is a few days and full of what? Trouble, man. All right, so celebrating birthdays is out, Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the spirit or ghost when I came out of the belly? So, that's because of the hell, and this is actually, Job is a representation of the elect of Israel. All right, the hopeful elect. So if you're really in this faith and this truth, your so-called birthday shouldn't be something to you that should be saw in the light that we came up in this world in as a day, all right, to celebrate the pagan origins of birthday customs, the fertility goddess Artemis of the Ephesians. Let's get Acts 19:34 as well. Artemis is also the sun and moon goddess of the Greeks and Ephesians. Notice the circular disc on her backside. You see that? Okay, let's get Acts 19:34. Like I said, man, of course, brothers got, certain of us out here in this wicked world that we're in. You might have a certain circumstance where, certain family members will still try to, deal with your particular family members in that manner. I don't know, for myself, I got certain, situations with that, but what I'm saying, kids or children, little boys and girls, they like sweet cakes and stuff. So you can't, be over righteous and not let them eat the cake, You know what I'm saying? So that's another point to make, not to be over righteous as well, and due to certain situations, but overall, birthdays are not to be celebrated on our behalf. Acts 19:34-35. All right, Acts 19. All right. Okay, and it's ultimately why we need Yahweh Shai, to get us the hell up out of here, man. Because this world is going to keep doing what the hell they've been doing, man, which is idol worship and bullshit of the world that the Most High said not to do. All right, but when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice about the space of 2 hours cried out, "Great is Diana of the Ephesians." All right, and when the town clerk had appeased the people, he said, "You men of Ephesus, what man is there that knoweth not how that city of the Ephesians is a worshiper of the great goddess Diana and of the image which fell down from Jupiter?" See? All right, because these people were complete idol worshipers, man. Okay? And that's what you're doing when you're celebrating birthdays. You are celebrating, and technically you're paying homage to the idol Artemis. Okay. So with that, hopefully you are edified. Call hello, you may how Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Shalom.